little louder, turn it up. Up, a little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down, universal sound. When we move the pound, take a look around. When we touch the town, knock the way, stomping in my big black J's. Corny, get stuck in the maze. We never suffer fools, had enough of you. False friends and loose ends make me wanna fool. That we got another world tour, touching every shore, from Cali to Singapore.
Every day I'm seeing more in the temple as we rock up tempo instrumental. I saw my dream in a dream, then I woke up. Put the dream team together. Now we one time.
So let the rhythm hit 'em, just let the rhythm hit 'em. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Now turn it up, a little louder, turn it up, a little louder, turn it up.
It's Madden NFL 23. Up next, we'll get a look at Patrick Mahomes, as he's gone over 4,000 yards passing now for the year.
It's the Chiefs and the Broncos, next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Florida Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. We welcome everybody again alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin and CD. We've got an interesting test here today. One of the league's best passing games and one of the best pass defenses set to square up and see who can perform better in a high-profile matchup.
And you and I talk about all the time how fortunate we are to be in this league.
And off we go from Denver. Fields it right around the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. Mahomes not wasting time. He'll throw. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Well, these two teams have met up in Denver earlier this season with the Broncos winning that one. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Denver. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. Finding space at the 40, and he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
And how about the quick feet there as he made a man miss on his way to a solid gain of 7. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. To the 36-yard line, stop there.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity and strength, He's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 18. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Mahomes now to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Oh, good return up past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They're led out by their big-bodied electric cornerback, Cam Newton.
In his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Newton. He's got a man, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 36 yards on the play.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st and 10, Newton. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they put together a very strong drive as a response.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Newton. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cam Newton, his first touchdown of the year. And the Broncos respond to that opening drive touchdown. Defensively, they told us that the top priority was defending option plays this week. But here on the very first drive, the defense broke down a bit.
It certainly did, and it's really not a surprise because defending option football is difficult. You have to think too much. Most of the time, you just react to what you see and you play fast. Here you're reacting, you're processing. Do I have the back? Do I have the quarterback? Who do I take? Do I take on a blocker? And next thing you know, he's in the end zone.
This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
On 2nd and inches, Mahomes. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. That's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Going across the middle, and Valdes-Scantling has it. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam now. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. The Broncos at 9-5 now on the year. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards. They just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be second down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of him had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After reviewing the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Melvin Gordon, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Well, we know he can run the ball. There he shows he has the ability to do a little bit more.
That's what you call a complete player. A guy who can run it, catch it, probably can protect the passer when necessary, but his skills are best used when you get the ball in his hands.
And that's the thing. When you've got an athlete like that, you want to get the ball to him in multiple ways, right? And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally. This will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 14-7. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it ends with a Denver touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Mahomes now on first down. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. The first down screen pass, good for 5. That last throw moves him past 27,989 yards for his career, so that means he moves ahead of the blonde bomber, Terry Bradshaw, on the all-time list.
And boy, he loved to throw it downfield, didn't he? That's why he was the blonde bomber. Remember, he threw it downfield to John Stallworth and Lynn Swann? It was gorgeous. Big throws, big plays. Terry Bradshaw.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Open on the left side, this is Valdez-Scantling. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Mahomes going to throw. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. That one to the sideline, and a nice catch there. He stays in bounds, but a penalty marker is down as well.
And even though that's 15 yards they're going to gain, this Kansas City offensive line has got to get together and say, got to do a better job protecting our franchise quarterback.
And again, it's Mahomes. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from drawing level.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Butker on for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Denver's offense now set to go. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Gets it to Gordon. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off play action. Newton. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
And I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Newton to throw. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the gun, it's Mahomes. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the 1st down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in everyone to this Christmas Eve edition of the EA Sports Halftime Report. So let's get to it. We'll get started out west in Las Vegas. And it's the Bills who lead that one late in the second quarter. Josh Allen has a touchdown pass. Next, we head off to check out another game. And in that one, it's the visiting Giants who have the lead. Kenny Golladay, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Finally, let's get to Silicon Valley. Check on the 49ers at home at Levi Stadium. And they are in a tight one, all tied with the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for KC in that first half. And they were able to have some success throwing the football against the secondary. Look for that to continue as they try to break this deadlock. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half. These two teams making their final adjustments before coming out for the second half. And for the call, we go back out to Denver and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. already started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
This will be a return from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And the Bronco offense ready to begin this third quarter play. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. If I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Newton. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
I know we love our jobs. Pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
There's going to be a jet sweep. Newton bats it forward. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little top pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver.
His 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On first down, Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up second down. Here's Mahomes to throw. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Mahomes now on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. This is where the mile-high air really starts to affect an opposing offense. Guys moving a bit slowly here. It's third and long. And this is going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have, and you get it in a snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. But now this offense comes back out onto the field. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on third down, Newton. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. On the NFL scoreboard, third quarter from Las Vegas. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Take this one for about 4 up to the 40. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Mahomes. On the slant, he's got Hardman. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down. Welcome back now to Denver. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. It's the Chiefs with the football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there keeping the toes inbounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 4th down. They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
4th and 2 in the NFL, not ordinarily a running down anymore. Usually that ball is moved through the air. They went ahead and gave it to the back, and he ends up picking up the first down. I'm not sure if they fooled him as much as they just did a nice job executing.
Needed 2, and they got 3. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Throwing now is Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Josie Jewell. And the Broncosians are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. As he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Newton on first down. He'll go up top here for Hamler. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. From the gun, here's Newton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So here now is Brandon McManus in a big spot. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by McManus is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that's an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. On both sidelines, we're staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
In this situation, the dictation is coming from the defense, right? They're going to tell you, you can have 6, 7 yards, do that all the way downfield. Let's just go ahead and take the time off the clock. I think they've got to start attacking vertically a little more.
So no gain on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Catch is made by Hardman. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Mahomes. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. Mahomes. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Caden Stearns. Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts it into any hopes that they have.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again. Well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Running right. It's a handoff to Gordon. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Newton to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Throwing here, Newton. Touchdown! K.J. Hamler. And the Broncos are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. McManus's point after is good. That'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Broncos, it's an important win.
Cool. I've been going there like